Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss Kant's analytic and synthetic judgment. With that, I'll turn the subject to Tristan.
All right, thank you. So in Kantian philosophy, Kant he analyzed two different types of judgments. Now, what judgment is kind of like an argument or an inference you get from looking at the natural world or logic. So that's kind of what a judgment is. It's basically just another word for inference or assumption. Now, he identified two different types of judgments. He identified analytic judgments and synthetic judgments. Now, an analytic judgment would be a judgment that is basically made from only analyzing one separate concept, and it's basically kind of a self-fulfilling judgment. So what I mean by that is that the judgment made from that concept is a judgment about a detail that is contained within that concept. Now, that might be kind of hard to understand, so I'll give an example to help explain it better. So let's say, for example, the concept of God, let's say the concept of God being all-powerful is that would be an example of an analytic judgment. The analytic judgment in question would be God is all-powerful. Now, the reason why that's an analytic judgment is because the component of being all-powerful is necessary to the concept of God. If that component of God, which is omnipotence or being all-powerful, was removed, the concept wouldn't be able to be defined as God anymore. So an analytic judgment would basically be a judgment about the detail of an object by examining the concept itself, and it only contains one concept. Now, let's contrast that with synthetic judgments. And synthetic judgments are judgments that contain more than one concept and relate them. So basically, it's an inference made from the analyzation of two different types of concepts. Now, an example of a synthetic judgment would be, let's say, for example, we're making a video on TikTok because we utilize a certain language. Let's just say that. So let's say we're speaking the English language right now. We're using the English language, and because of that, we are making a video on TikTok right now. Now, that would be a synthetic judgment because it combines a lot of different concepts. The concepts in question would be language, the English language, TikTok, social media, websites, the internet. It would combine all these different concepts together to make one inference or one judgment.
And that would be synthetic judgment.
Yeah. So essentially the difference between an analytic and a synthetic judgment is that an analytic judgment only contains one concept and is a judgment or an inference made from the analyzation of that one concept about a detail that is contained in the concept, for example, the existence of God and the component of God being all-powerful. And a synthetic judgment would be a judgment that contains a lot of different concepts with a lot of differing details in them. And a synthetic judgment would be made by connecting all these different concepts together and deriving an inference or assumption from that.
Which is synthetic judgment seems to me like more like ideological type of judgment.
Yeah, exactly.
While the other one is more like realistic type of judgment.
Yeah, it's more analytic. Analytic judgments, they are fittingly more focused towards analysis of already existing concepts than the creation of a new concept through relations of already existing concepts.
Well, that's the synthetic judgment.
Yeah, synthetic judgments, yes.
Okay. Well, that concludes the subject. Thank you for watching.